Hey everyone, it's Fin Savvy. Your 20s are an exciting time. You're fresh out of school, maybe starting your first real job, moving out on your own, and finally getting that taste of financial independence. What you do with your money now will determine what your life looks like later. In this video, I'm going to break down 6 crucial steps to start building wealth in your 20s, even if you're starting from scratch. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the foundation budgeting. You need a solid budget to understand where your money is going and where you can make adjustments. One of the simplest and most effective budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your after-tax income goes towards your needs. Needs are your essentials: rent or mortgage payments, groceries, utilities, transportation, insurance, and any debt payments you might have. Next up, 30% of your income should be allocated to your wants. This is where you can have some fun. Eating out, shopping, going to concerts, traveling, your Netflix subscription. These are the things that make life enjoyable. And finally, the most important part, 20% of your income should be dedicated to savings and investments. This includes building your emergency fund and investing for your future. Think of it as paying yourself first. Let's say you bring home $4,000 per month after taxes. Using the 50-30-20 rule, you'd allocate $2,000 for your needs, $1,200 for wants, and $800 towards savings and investments. It might seem challenging at first, but trust me, it gets easier with practice. Use budgeting apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, and Every Dollar to make tracking your spending easier. Remember, budgeting isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices with your money. Okay, now that you have a handle on your budget, let's talk about building an emergency fund. Life throws curveballs when you least expect it. Your car could break down, you could lose your job, your dog could need an emergency trip to the vet. Imagine this. It's a cold January morning, you're already running late for work, and your car decides it's done with life. The mechanic tells you it's going to be a $1,500 fix. Now, if you don't have an emergency fund, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You might have to put it on a credit card, which means you'll be paying it off for months, if not years, with hefty interest charges. That's why it's crucial to have an emergency fund, a stash of money set aside specifically for unexpected expenses. The general rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved up. Now, where should you keep this emergency fund? A high-yield savings account is the perfect place. Banks like Ally Bank, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, or Discover offer competitive interest rates on their savings accounts. That means your money is growing passively while it's sitting there, waiting to be used for an emergency. Remember, your emergency fund is your safety net. It provides peace of mind knowing that you can handle unexpected expenses without derailing your financial progress. Let's talk about debt. And let's be real, nobody likes talking about debt. The average American has over $6,500 in credit card debt. Now, imagine that debt with a 20% interest rate, which is pretty common these days. That means if you only make the minimum payments, you're basically stuck paying off that debt for decades. It's like a financial anchor weighing you down. Credit card companies love it when you only make the minimum payment because they're making a killing off of you in interest. It's crucial to understand that credit card interest compounds, meaning interest is charged on your existing balance plus any new interest that's been added. It's a vicious cycle that can trap people for years. Here's the golden rule. If you can't afford to pay for something in cash, then you probably shouldn't be buying it. Don't fall into the trap of buy now, pay later. It might seem tempting in the moment, but it often leads to a world of financial stress down the line. Now, I'm not saying all debt is bad. There's good debt and bad debt. Good debt, like a mortgage on a rental property, can actually help you build wealth. But credit card debt? That's the worst kind of debt. Only spend what you can afford to pay off in full every single month. Remember, building wealth isn't just about earning more. It's about keeping more of what you earn. You've probably heard this a million times. Start investing early. The sooner you start investing, the more time your money has to grow, and the more you benefit from the magic of compound interest. Compound interest is basically interest earned on interest. It's like a snowball effect. Imagine rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow, getting bigger and bigger. That's compound interest in action. Let me give you an example. Meet Sarah and Mike. Sarah is 22 and just graduated from college, while Mike is 30 and has been working for a few years. They both decide to invest $200 per month in an S&P 500 index fund, which historically has returned about 10% per year on average. Now fast forward to when they both turn 60. Sarah, who started investing at 22, will have a whopping $1.4 million in her account. Mike, who started at 30, will have $600,000. That's a huge difference. And here's the kicker. Sarah only invested $19,200 more than Mike over their lifetimes. The rest is all thanks to the power of compound interest. So, where should you start investing? If your employer offers a 401k plan, contribute at least enough to get the full employer match. That's free money, people. Don't leave that on the table. If your employer doesn't offer a 401k, or even if they do, you can also open a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA allows your investments to grow tax-free, meaning you won't owe any taxes on your earnings when you retire. When it comes to choosing investments, keep it simple, especially when you're just starting out. The bottom line is, don't wait to start investing. Alright, let's talk about making more money. You can only cut back on expenses so much, but your income potential? That's unlimited. And no, I'm not talking about winning the lottery or becoming an overnight Instagram influencer. I'm talking about strategic and sustainable ways to boost your income in your 20s. First up, negotiate your salary. Studies show that people who negotiate their salaries earn, on average, $1 million more over their lifetimes than those who don't. So do your research, know your worth, and don't be afraid to negotiate. Next, consider starting a side hustle. The internet has made it easier than ever to create multiple streams of income. Whether you're freelancing, tutoring, creating content online, or selling products on Etsy, there are countless ways to earn extra cash in your spare time. And the best part, a side hustle doesn't just put more money in your pocket, it also teaches you valuable skills, like time management, marketing, and customer service that can benefit you in all areas of your life. Another powerful way to increase your income is to invest in yourself. Learn high-income skills that are in high demand. This could be anything from coding and software development to digital marketing, sales, copywriting, or graphic design. The job market is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay ahead of the curve and acquire skills that will make you a valuable asset to any employer. Remember, increasing your income isn't about getting lucky. It's about putting in the work, learning new skills, and constantly seeking opportunities for growth. The more you earn, the more you can invest, and the faster you can reach your financial goals. The more you earn, the more you can invest, and the faster you can reach your financial goals. Have you ever noticed that some of the wealthiest people in the world, like Warren Buffett and Mark Zuckerberg, live surprisingly simple lives? They haven't fallen into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you have to spend more. In fact, the key to building wealth is to live below your means, not at or above them. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle every time you get a raise, make a commitment to invest the difference. This is what wealthy people do. They understand that their money is a tool to build long-term wealth, not just to accumulate material possessions. Here's a good rule of thumb. Every time you get a raise, invest at least 50% of it and adjust your lifestyle with the remaining 50%. Remember, living below your means isn't about deprivation. It's about being intentional with your spending. It's about focusing on what truly matters to you and aligning your spending with your values. So there you have it. Those are the 6 steps to start building wealth in your 20s, even if you're starting with nothing. The most important thing is to just start. Don't wait until you're older or making more money. The sooner you implement these steps, the sooner you can start building a secure and fulfilling financial future for yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these steps will you focus on first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more money tips and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, keep crushing it.